information for themselves in order that they might obtain a position of self-determination. If this is what is classified as hate, then I suppose I am guilty of preaching such a philosophy.
I've listened to the Elijah Muhammad movement and the Black Nationalist movement, and I have heard the NAACP. And I don't feel that the NAACP's views are the way out. I feel that it would be better if it were more national, rather than integrated with the views of the white man in it, for the simple reason that I think that together, with our own people, more can be accomplished, rather than with the white man involved in it also, because as it is, we've already been accepting too many crumbs from this man, and we've never really gotten a real loaf of bread from him. The only thing I disagree with the NAACP about is that we've been waiting long enough. The Supreme Court handed down a decision in 1950.
See, here's the deal. When I was in Los Angeles, I met a lot of women down there that was melanated women. They had the same type of demeanor as these melanated women right here. Now, if you could look at these women, you can see how proud they are of their blackness. They don't have all that makeup on and all that stuff. They have their own natural hair. You see how they're dressed. You don't see them with their titties hanging out and everything like they hoes. Gonna get mad as soon as somebody look at them. It's like, you got it all hanging out with you. I'm a man. I'm supposed to look at that. I try not to because it enticed me. But you walking around here with your shit hanging, and naturally I'm going to look. This is why the Muslim women dress down. Because they understand the power of them as being women and how they can sidetrack a man and get him to notice them. If they don't want him to notice them, they will not dress in a manner like that. This is how women are supposed to act. They're supposed to be aware of themselves and aware of the fact that I don't need no white man God. The white man has been touching me and tampering with me enough. Do you see how beautiful they are? How well aware of self they are? This is what's missing from you melanated Christians. You would hate this lady for telling you what a fool you are for not going inside of yourself and finding your true goddess self. You would have the nerve to hate her for suggesting that she could be a goddess, because you want to limit yourself to being nothing but some woman who need to bow down and worship the white man, who's going to want to put his phallus up in your rectum and all kind of unnatural, bizarre stuff like that. It's all he's ever brought to any of you beautiful melanated women. It's nothing but the tampering with your mind and making you a sellout whore that can't find greatness in self. You got to put that dumbass wig on with those nails. When you can see these ladies right here has went into their head and they are activating their true goddess selves and telling the white man, fuck you, you're a devil, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Until all the melanated women on this earth start understanding that about themselves, you're going to keep being the one responsible for all these young black men ending up on drugs, ending up with their pants sagging, ending up shooting guns at each other, and ending up going to the white man prison. Because when you worship him as your God, you give him your son. And that's the only thing he want to do with your son, is turn him into a homosexual, homicidal maniac. That's it. That's what your Jesus does for your children.
Before, and we're still waiting for our schools to be integrated in the South. I've read some of Mr. Muhammad's articles in the Pittsburgh Courier. He is a Muslim. I agree with him. He says we've been waiting long enough.
I agree with him too.
Recently, that the people that have been listening to these speakers have become more tense, to the extent that when they read newspapers about brutality in the South, women are being beat with clubs in Africa. And everywhere you read the headlines, black people are being beat, lynched.
They beat our women right in front of us to make our women know that we can't protect them. So when they whoop our women with clubs right in front of us and we don't pull guns out and start shooting their ass and all that stuff, it makes us be their boys. It makes us be weak, and that's why they look at us as boy. And that's why our women bow down to them, because she's afraid that they'll pull out clubs and start beating her ass, and then our man is too busy running up in West Angeles worshiping this beast as God. So you can't protect your woman. So she goes out there and accepts the jobs that he give them, and then she slash prostitutes with his ass, because your ass in there with Bishop Blake worshiping Jesus. And you not protecting your woman or showing her that she has anything she can stand on as a backbone of a man, because you busy worshiping Jesus. Faggot.
Killed and they began to get nervous about it, and somebody needs to do something, and that is quick.
We asked NAACP Executive Secretary Roy Wilkins if these extremists are involved in the recent racial unrest up in Harlem.
Extremists again.
Preaching of racial hatred and racial advantage and the bigotry involved is a bad thing, whether it's colored or white. For years, the NAACP has been opposed to white extremists preaching hatred of Negro people, and we are equally opposed to Negro extremists preaching against white people simply for the sake of